In today's episode, we will be increasing the fortification around our village, building additional wheat farms to increase our bread production, as well as improving trade with Northbury. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rolo, and welcome back to Foundation. So, in the previous episode, we were busy setting up our little wheat production to create some bread. So that's one of the main processed foods that we do require for our village to grow, especially if you were looking at creating better housing quality and more density of your housing. It's one of the requirements that we do need. So we can see here that we do need more beautification, commoner residents, and the commoner residents, they do require more resources, and especially the refined foods, which is something that we will be focusing on still to increase that production. So far, I think we just need to find a better ratio for everything. So I think from a windmill perspective, we probably need additional windmills, because we can see that one of our farms, they are full. And from a storage perspective, we actually need to assign the resources. So we've assigned our transporters, but now we just need to go ahead and assign our resources. So for this, I'm going to give bread 2 resources, then I'm going to give wheat 1, and then we can also add 1 for flour, just so that we have some place to store all of those different kinds of resources that we do produce. And this is just to give a little bit of buffer room, just so that we can produce some of the resources throughout, because obviously our wheat production isn't going to be a constant rate. It's going to go up and down as the seasons change. We've also expanded a little bit in this area here. We are definitely going to move down a little bit more south. So what I want to try and do is I want to make this little area be fortified and create a bit more of a denser little area around here, closer to this little dam that we have here. And it seems like there's quite a lot of decent resources. So I was notified by one of my viewers that we have the village fortifications, which I missed. So the village fortifications are now enabled. I think I did buy it in the previous episode, but I didn't really think too much about it. Because if we look at some of the buildings, we can see that they do need light fortification and patrol coverage. But those are things that we can get within the demo, I do believe. Because we do have fortifications and all that, so that should help to really get the little safety around the area a bit better, so we can improve that density. So like I said, I want to get a bit more money and then move up. I think there's a territory here at the top that I want to buy, these 2, and then possibly this one as well. Then this should give us a quite decent little area that we can work towards. But awesome. So while we wait for that, I think one of the main things that we need to get is we need to see that we don't have enough flour. So we most likely will need to build an additional windmill. So for that, I have decided that we need to find some space for it, just so that we don't destroy anything. But it's a bit difficult. There's a lot of things that are being used. So I was thinking of maybe adding them this side. I think I'm going to add about 2 additional windmills. It's not ideal, since we are starting to move in towards where we gain most of our wood. But that is definitely a location that I need to consider. Because, yeah, I mean, we do produce a lot of wood. I think it's just the initial influx that made it a little bit difficult. So I think I'm going to add 2 of them there. I probably need to discuss some levies, which isn't something that you always necessarily want. What's this? This is also going to be a transporting area. So let's just assign all the foods that we do have, just so that there's at least 1 of each. And let's assign 2 transporters, just so that we can move some food to this location. And I think we can also then start moving some gatherers here as well, because we do need that. Okay, it seems like we are out of unemployed people. So this little area is quite densely packed. I think, yeah, we have assigned everything that we need. So from a residential perspective, like I said, we want this whole area to be residential, because I want to try to make this whole section be a quite nice fortified little area. So that should be really cool. Alright, so let's see. We need to discuss some levies. I also think there's some mandates that we need to get to. So we don't have really an issue with tax. So let's see. Mandate, the happiness is quite high. So we can discuss a levy. It has to be done, unfortunately. And with that, we can go ahead and build our windmills. So what I found is levies are a good way to get a decent or basic income every now and then to get a little bit of a boost. But you need to be sure that your happiness is high enough, because if it's not high, you won't be getting new people within your little village, and that may become a problem a bit later down the line. We should also be able to buy new territory. So I think we can buy this one at the bottom. Or maybe we should see if we can buy the one here. No, but I want to fortify this little area. So let's buy this one. I can't... Oh, a common path tier 3 unlocked. I don't know if we can get anything from that. So I think this is the common path tier 3, but I don't think it's available in the demo, unfortunately, but that's fine. We also have a treasury. The bailiff we also have, but they employ citizens. So I don't know if we can be able to get to citizens, but we'll see. So this is our main manor house. Let's see what we have in addition to this. So we have a bailiff office, we have treasury. Yeah, we're just a watch post. That's fine. So let's add a bailiff office. I think that might be very useful. So let's add a little bailiff office thingy at the end. It's just going to be a tower. And we can build that. There we go. So now we should be able to assign a bailiff soon. And we can also maybe expand the other one just to make it a little bit of a treasury area. But I'm going to build it separately. Think about here should be good enough. Just so that we don't really bother the rest of the building that much. Like such. Build a little tower and give it a nice, beautiful entrance. And a chimney. There we go. So now we should be able to start building a... what did I say we are building? This is a great hall. I don't want to build a great hall. This one, this thing. It's a tax office. What is this? Completely forgot. But it's fine. We'll just continue building whatever that is. I was actually trying to look to build a treasury, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Alright, so I think we got someone new that joined, so they can start gathering some berries over there. I think we should start to see some decent food influx over here. It's just our hunting areas that are a bit problematic. But I'm not gonna worry about that too much just yet. Right, so we can start looking at the fortifications that we want to build. So from a fortification perspective, we have the village fortifications and we have a village watchtower. So let's build a watchtower over here in the corner. Let's place it down over here, like such. And then we can start looking at our fortifications. Let's see, we have a gatehouse. So there's going to be two main entrances, I think. So you can place one right over here before we get to the market. And then we can place another gatehouse over here on this entrance over here. Let's turn it around a little bit. There we go. So you can place it down there. And now we can start building the walls. This one is C. Okay, so let's see if we can... Jeez, I can't see this gatehouse over here. It's a bit difficult. Let's place it down like such. I'm going to keep it there for now. Now let's build that small little part. So it should be expanding now. And then we can also look at building the rest. Let's see. So that little wall there is going to be built. So I want to then try and see. Okay, so that's the watchtowers over here. So maybe we can put it against the watchtower over here. Like such. And build that section. yeah, just too many trees at the moment. And then from a watchtower perspective, we can then start looking at this point over here. Let's build it up until the border. Let's see where the border goes. So, okay, so the border makes like a bit of a strange loop, so you can put it up to here. Sorry about the very odd and strange angles at the moment. Just trying to build where I actually am allowed to. Let's also encapsulate the... I'm just gonna close it off like such. And then we can build a little entranceway over here. Let's maybe move it so that it's there. Then we can go ahead and continue on with our wall. All the way up to there. Finish that short section. And then we'll continue on from this end over here. Let's move up all the way around. Gee, up to about here, I think. Just need to see, I think there's another bend over here, so we can move all the way up here. And then move up here. Possibly cutting off a few homes. That's fine. I'll have to build another entrance over there. Just want to see where we are at. Okay, so here's the gate. So we can then build it all the way up until this little gate here. Like such. And we can close that off. Alright. Just want to see. Okay, so we are building over here. So can I add a gate still in this area? No, it doesn't seem like I can. Okay, that's fine. I think we have more than enough to cover this little area with residences. That should be good. Let's see if there's any new person that wants to join. Let's use, what's this? Wheat for elders. Yeah, that sounds like a good trade. What's this? Okay, I don't have any wheat stored in any facilities. And I also need gold because, yeah, I promised that I will bring in some tools that I bought. So I actually need to make use of that. That's cool. So our little fortification area has been built. So we just need patrol coverage. Let's see. I don't know if you can assign patrolling people, patrollers. I think we should be able to. So let's add this here. Such, and build it. Let's see, I think I built one somewhere. There should be one somewhere around here, I can't remember. I think it was around here. There we go. But I don't think I can actually assign people to it yet. Let's see, maybe there's a military specific area that I can head to. What's this? Welcome 5 commoners into your village. Okay, that's cool. I think there is a specific area where we can look at our military. Let's edicts and privileges, village overview, resources, villagers. Buildings. Budget, taxation. Yeah, we can actually lift the taxation just a little bit, but I don't want to risk the unhappiness at the moment. Yeah, so see, I think the stuff with the kingdom is where we actually build our... Yeah, you see. Provision is also war rations, okay? That's also new. I don't see the option to assign people. Maybe I should firstly go to the next civilization level to get some commoners in here. I think it's not commoners, it's yeah, commoners, to get them to be promoted. So before we get to that, I think we can just beautify the area just a little bit, but I don't have the money to do so. So let's see. Yeah, I think we just need to add some cheapo stuff around just to get that started. So let's look at our happiness. Okay, so that we can discuss the levy again. It has to be done, unfortunately. I'm very sorry. But I think I need to beautify the new pretty section, the new, more valuable, more expensive little area. Let me do shift click, so otherwise I'm gonna have to worry about that the whole time. And then we want to promote these guys living here. Put some nice flowers. There we go. Alright, so let's see who lives here. So we're gonna get the full game to unlock this feature. So I can't promote them even. Okay, but that's okay. This is the final episode anyways. Cool, so we have some more people. We have... Our wood production is doing really, really well, so I'm very, very happy. And... Oh yes, we need to assign more people to mill. That is one thing that I forgot. And we need to assign a bailiff. Let's see. Job learning speed increased by 10%. Happiness is less impacted by 10% job learning speed. Okay. I think happiness is definitely one that we need to get to. Bailiff appointed. A sense of duty seeps through the village as your bailiff steps into office. As your trusted right hand, they are sworn to uphold your will and laws across the land. Very well. I think we should have some... Okay, it's still all unavailable. I have the full game, but... Yeah. This is just for your prospecting some mineral resorts that can invest. Okay, but the bread is something that we need to invest into. I think you can try and get to that in this episode before we close it off. So bread is definitely something that we need to get more of, as we don't really have a lot of bread. Because our bakeries are waiting for our flour, etc. So we definitely need more people to come and do the milling for us. So I'll be back once we have some decent bread storage, and then we can improve our trade with Northbury and hopefully get some additional money that we do require there. And we are back. So I was able to accumulate the correct amount of bread. And something cool that I discovered while doing so is that you can track a particular resource and you can see it moving around. Just invite these people. You can see it moving around from place to place where it's stored, and you also have the ability to set it to stockpile. I only found it out a little bit later, so you can stockpile a particular resource if you want to use it for some trading or want to give it to some person. So that's really, really cool to do. So I've stockpiled the bread, and with that we can now go ahead and select a particular mandate, and we can go and invest in that particular trade route. So this will now be in progress, and this will take, I think it's 10 days or so. And once that is done, we should be able to upgrade our particular trading route with Northbury, and that should improve our trading relations quite significantly. This is fantastic to have, as I think it doubles our trading amount, so it will really help us to get a good cash flow going and really help us grow our little village quite tremendously. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we can stop stockpiling the bread now, so we can actually properly track it now. So as soon as we stop the stockpiling, we should see that they are going to transfer to the correct places. So you'll now be able to see that I think there's a few locations where I'm requesting bread. So over there and here, I don't see them fetching it because the people working at these markets should go and fetch the bread. But yeah, they should now be able to get the opportunity to do so. I've also expanded our little area over here just to create more wheat, because that is something that we do need for getting more bread, because that was a big shortage that we had. So now let's look at our trade routes. Let's see. I wonder if it actually tracks the progress on on the trading, how much is left. So they are negotiating trades to improve that. So yeah, that's how you improve your trade routes to get the needed resources and improve on that. And I think that concludes it for the demo. The release will be on the 21st of January, so then I'll start a new series to fully focus on the release of Foundation. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this short little demo series. I really do appreciate all of the support that I've been getting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.